Commissioner Bone, lead us in the pledge after our roll call, please.
Commissioner Billingsley.
Here.
Commissioner Bone.
Here.
Commissioner Childress.
Here.
Commissioner Hall.
Here.
Commissioner Headley.
Here.
Commissioner Perkins.
Here.
Commissioner Williams.
Here. If everyone will, please stand with us.
Let's pray. Father, for the opportunity to come here and serve you in this way. We ask, God, that you be with us as through the meeting, give us your wisdom to make the right decisions for our people. We thank you for the opportunity to live here in America and in Chilton County and even in this town. We ask, God, your blessings on the elections that are going on right now, and that you would have those in place that you would deem necessary to protect our way of life and to help us grow the county. I ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. We do have a quorum. All commissioners are present. Can I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Do we have any additions or deletions? And I have one I would like to ask for. 1 second. Well, I thought I had it right here. A motion to, y'all forgive me, I had this pulled up. Okay. All right, a motion to cancel the public hearing set for tonight, August 26th at 6:30. Can I have a motion to add that to the agenda?
I move.
All right, move, and second. Any discussion? All right, all in favor of approving the agenda as amended, raise your hand. And it passes unanimously. Okay, public comments. Can I have a motion to cancel the public hearing for tonight at 6:30?
I so move.
Move Commissioner Childress, second Commissioner Billingsley. Any discussion?
I'll give the reason for the cancellation.
Thank you.
Basically, it is, we called for a public hearing on August the 12th and had that particular exhibit. That particular exhibit changed. Therefore, we needed to cancel the public hearing on the exhibit that was no longer relevant to the public hearing. So we'll cancel that, and that's the reason for the change right now.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, let me know by raising your hand. Any opposed? And it passes unanimously. Organizational reports, recognition of achievements. You know, it's a pleasure to say that we have a staff in our commission office that seems to work as well together as anyone, except maybe for one. No, I was just kidding. We kid amongst each other. I'm but a jokes. But I think they do a marvelous job of keeping us in line, especially when it comes to budgeting and our finances. And I don't think there'd be a dissenting vote amongst us up here if we voted them the best group in the state of Alabama.
I so move.
With that in mind, and I teased her because 3 years ago she was in charge of the board, and when it came my place on the agenda, the mic suddenly went out. But it was no fault of hers. This past week at the Commissioners' Conference at Orange Beach, a certificate was awarded to Miranda Ackerman, County Government Education Institute, administered by Alabama Local Government Training Institute and the Association of County Commissions of Alabama, hereby certifies that Miranda Ackerman has completed the mandated education requirements for a certificate in county administration. In witness thereof, this presentation is made the 21st day of August, 2025. And Miranda, if you will come up. You want to say a few words?
Good job.
And don't go anywhere after the meeting. Pick it up back.
Won't be long.
Yeah, I was going to. Also, at this conference, we had 3 commissioners who are more educated now than they were on Election Day, November. They are Commissioner Childers, Vice Chairman, Commissioner Hall, and Commissioner Perkins. They received certificates of passing all the mandatory courses for new commissioners.
We still don't know.
Yeah. Commissioner Bone said they still don't know anything. Okay, can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Make a motion, we approve the consent agenda.
We need to remove the minutes. They're already fixed. Okay, never mind. Okay, have a motion, Commissioner Bone.
Well, wait, they're
It's still there.
they're
Still on
still
there.
on the consent, Chairman.
They've not been corrected, right? Okay, all right, we'll remove the minutes from the consent agenda. That was decided last night, so it was more than an hour before the meeting started. So we're
Do we
good.
need to, we've approved the agenda, do we need to amend the agenda?
We haven't voted on it yet.
Oh, sorry.
So if there's no issue, you made the motion, who made the second?
No, I
Second.
thought we did.
So if there's no issue with removing them, then we'll vote on the agenda as corrected. Correct, Ben?
When the issue came up about the public hearing, was there a motion at that time that approved the agenda?
The overall agenda is
Yeah.
here. The consent is here.
So, as an item from which was within the agenda.
Yes.
Yes.
So I do think you need a motion to amend the agenda to remove that item from this.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we amend the agenda
To remove,
to remove the minutes, item number 1 from the consent to the regular agenda.
okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion Commissioner Childers, second Commissioner Hall, to amend the motion to approve the consent agenda by removing the minutes. All in favor of the amendment, please raise your hand. That passed unanimously. And all in favor of the motion to approve the agenda as amended, raise your hand. And that passed unanimously. Okay, I've got to read the consent agenda. That consists of the claims list, August 26th, resolution to approve new hire for the sheriff, Virginia Alcero, correction officer, Trenton Page as deputy sheriff, approved community traffic safety program, chairman and administrator to sign, resolution to purchase patrol vehicles, resolution to approve SRO agreement, commission office, resolution to approve Chamber of Commerce membership directory, half-page ad, resolution to purchase 5 additional scanners. Under animal control, resolution to remove Vivian Abernathy from payroll, resolution to advertise and fill animal care specialist position. EMA, resolution for the road department to deliver and spread gravel at the new EMA building for approximately $11,000 to be paid from the EMA budget. Transit, resolution to approve renewal for the State Department of Human Resources interagency transportation agreement and for the chairman to sign. Resolution to approve new hire, Vanessa Shields as full-time transit operator. Resolution to approve new hire, Vanessa Stone as full-time transit operator. Resolution to approve reclassification, Jacob Davenport as dispatcher, temporary. Under Road Department, resolution to approve fiscal year 2026 Chilton County Rebuild Alabama Transportation Plan. Resolution to approve new hire Marcus Henderson, Equipment Operator 2. Resolution to remove employee Kenny Gore Jr. from payroll and Lyle Littleton from payroll. Resolution from Commissioner Billingsley, resolution to approve the replacement of the generator panels at the Gap of the Mountain, Station 2 Storm Shelter, Enterprise Station 2 Storm Shelter, and Union Grove 2 Storm Shelter. That's the end of the consent agenda. Okay, do we want to, next is old business. Do we want to entertain any discussion on the early closures, or we want to hold it again?
I'll make a motion that we close it.
All right, we'll close the discussion on the early closures and payroll. Is there a second?
Second.
Second. Motion Commissioner Headley, second Commissioner Bone to close and remove it from the agenda. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by raising your hand. Any opposed? And it passed unanimously. Staff reports, Ms. Sylvia, and our administrator.
This is the second meeting for nominations for the Chilton Water Authority. Currently, Julius Kelly has been nominated and Regina Respis. Are there any nominations tonight?
Do we have any other nominations for positions 1 or 2?
We
All right.
got one more meeting.
Seeing as there's none, we will have one more meeting with nominations, and we'll close them, and we will appoint.
The next is,
Did we not vote on the consent agenda?
I don't think we did, sir.
Yeah, we did.
I thought we did
Before he
too.
read it.
Yeah,
He-
we voted before we read it. Yeah,
And then he said, I gotta read it.
yeah. Thank you, Joe. I thought we did. It was unanimous.
but then he said, but I've got to read it.
Yeah, yeah.
I got confused.
Yeah, I got that a little out of kilter tonight.
Because I may have to go back and read.
Okay,
A resolution, please to approve our budget, and, I will say with a 65% health care option.
Supposed to brought
do we want to, can we do it a different way, Ms. Sylvia? Can we
Sure.
vote on the health care option, then vote on the budget, including that health care option? I think somebody's got a different motion.
Okay,
Is that okay?
your commission.
Okay. I know, but y'all handle money. Remember, I already gave y'all credit for that. Okay, resolution to approve budget and the healthcare option. We can split it. Do I have a motion on the healthcare option?
Go ahead, Joe.
I'd like to make a motion to give 75%.
All right, Commissioner Headley makes the motion that we
25.
pay 75% of the employee's family plan for insurance.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Billingsley. All right, any discussion?
Do you know-
Okay, so
Do you know how much, what's the difference in the money?
that's my same question, because we said we would discuss that, and I haven't
I
heard.
think Commissioner Childers has a
Yeah,
chart.
He's got that. Thank you, because we said we would discuss it, and I
All
haven't
right,
heard.
so I did spend some time in the office today, and I too had a goal of 75%. And so this is something that I think we really need to consider, considering that we pulled some funds from our budget. What funds did we pull forward? I forget the name of it, I'm sorry.
We pulled several million from our fund balance to make the budget.
To make the budget work, okay? So, now, I'm all about safety, and so my goal was initially 75. The way that the calculations were done is not as if all employees would take advantage of it. We took the number of employees right now taking advantage of our family plan are 11. The calculation was made at double that, so 22. And so the calculation at 50% was, and this was in your binder, it was 79,992. would be the county's portion that we would have to pick up if we doubled the number of people. If we double the number of people at 65%, it would move to 115,368. If we double the number of people at 75%, it would move it to 181,632. So we're, and then if you, because of the incentive to come to the county's family plan, we went ahead and calculated an additional 40 or so percent on top of that, so roughly 30 more people, or 30, up to 30 people, and that would move the number to 247,680. So we'd be looking at another $250,000 to cover it. Now, let's talk about particularly where our sheriff's department is. Our sheriff's department is at, if you look at the top number, sorry, I should have handed these out to start with. If you look at the top number, make sure there was enough, otherwise I'll share with Butch.
Sure we can.
Here, pass that on down. I'll share with Butch. So if you look at the top number, you'll notice in every category, you've got 3 categories there: deputy, deputy, corrections officers, and deputy and corrections overall longevity. So if you look at the deputy, most of our deputies are less than 5 years. We've got deputies that will be retiring in the next year or 2, 7 or 8 of them. The corrections officers, 67% of our corrections officers have less than 5 years. So retention obviously is a concern here. We just more numbers for noodling, if that's a term we use in the South. More numbers to think on. Every time we lose a deputy and we have to hire a deputy, particularly if they do not come with an A-post rating already, it takes us about 10 months and $50,000 to bring that deputy up to the point till they can actually start patrolling what is considered, or what the sheriff would be considered, a full functioning deputy without oversight, that type of thing. So I think that the monies, whatever percent of monies that we choose to spend tonight on helping, it's not just the deputies or the sheriff's department, it's any employee in the county, to help us retain those employees, that would help us on the backside of the cost of training and then losing those deputies to other agencies, or losing those employees to other agencies. That being said, these things cost money, and if I just want you to know the numbers. Again, I'll go back over the numbers. At 50%, it's going to cost roughly $80,000, assuming there's 22 uptake, and at 65%, it will be $115,000. At if we go to 75%, it'll be $181,000. If we go to 30 people at 75%, it'll be right at $250,000. So, I'll be glad to try to answer any questions that y'all may have about the funding of this.
Anybody got any questions of Commissioner Childers?
So when would this be effective? Would it be January 1 or?
August 1, correct? Or no,
October 1.
October 1, or
Yeah.
calendar year.
Meeting budget years.
That would be the
I was looking
budget,
at
but
insurance.
does not the insurance
It
roll calendar year?
Correct. That's what I was speaking of, because January 1.
So our increased premiums,
Pay 3 months in October, November, and December.
right. I see what you're saying, but it'd be under the previous insurance contract. It'd be a little bit less than these numbers, I think, that I just read off, but not much less, right?
Has anybody looked to see how many single employees we have that would not even consider family coverage?
Most have just single coverage.
Okay.
But
No, he's talking
I'm talking
about,
about the employees
he's talking about
in
what you
general.
did.
Just say like the sheriff's office, the people from 1 to 5 years that's just a single man that's working or a single lady that's working.
Oh, they're single and not.
Don't
and
have
not
a
taking
spouse or-
anything. I don't know the answer to that, Jeff.
You know, I'd say at least 25%. I'm just guessing, cause the road department, you know, a lot of them young boys out there that's working probably are not married, so, you know, that'd take some that you wouldn't even consider getting on, so that's just a thought.
I got some numbers today, just for comparisons. Now, these are all cities. I never heard back from Autauga County. The city of Calera pays 80%. Centerville pays 100%. Pelham pays 75%. And we're not just losing deputies to, and we're probably not deputies right now, but we've lost a lot of road workers in the past to private construction companies. But we're losing deputies to a lot of cities. I think we got one just left, went to a city, for a good bit more. So if we can work this in the budget, if we can't, then we need to know it and we'll back up. I mean, that's just the way we have to do it. We have to stay within our budget.
Is this going to be reconsidered each year?
I would think so. I would think this would have to be on a rotating basis, because if we, and I'll talk about something at the end of the meeting that will have a direct bearing on why this would need to be done on a yearly basis.
Okay.
All right, any other discussion or questions on the 75%? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And it passed unanimously.
Can I just also add that we really need to watch our budget moving forward. I know that there'll be emergencies that come up during the year, and they really do need to be emergencies and needs, and not necessarily. I don't know that we're big into wants anyway, but we're gonna need to watch our budget, make sure we're on top of it.
And they're eligible for insurance upon hire, right? Immediately, or you have to wait a period?
No, I think
30
you're on
days.
probationary period. Right.
Your insurance coverage takes place the first day of the second month that you're employed.
Okay.
31.
First day of the second month, so that's 60 days.
Could be.
30.
It could be less,
Could be just
but
30.
you're hired and your insurance doesn't take place until 2 months later.
So, okay,
2
so
months.
approximately.
First day of the second month following your,
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
months
now
following
that
your
we
hire.
need a resolution to pass the budget, including the 75% healthcare option. Do I have a motion? Oh, yeah,
That's
we
correct.
considered each year.
That's correct.
you.
I move that we pass the 25-26 budget.
A second.
All right, motion Commissioner Childress, second Commissioner Perkins, to pass the 2025-2026 budget, including the 75% healthcare option to be discussed and reevaluated each year. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And that passes unanimously.
And of course, the minutes from, they were taken from the consent agenda, and it was to include the updated rebuild contractors report and rebuild county transportation plan that was presented, I guess, last night. We need to amend the minutes of August 12th.
All right, do I have a motion to amend the minutes of August 12th to reflect that correction Ms. Sylvia just stated?
I'll make that move.
Motion Commissioner Perkins, second Commissioner Bone. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And that passes unanimously.
I have nothing else, but the road department, of course, had taken bids, and the engineers requesting a resolution to accept the bids for the project from Dunn Construction, Asphalt Contractors, APAC Alabama, Wiregrass, and Chilton Contractors.
All right, do I have a motion to accept bids, for, this would be the County Road 16 project?
I make that motion.
Motion Commissioner Headley, second
Second.
Commissioner Perkins. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And it passed unanimously.
The engineer asked that we ask for a resolution to award bid for that project to Chilton Contract, who was the lowest responsible bid, in the amount of $1,879,739.95. And for the chairman and administrator to execute all documents necessary to carry out the intent of this resolution.
Moved by
Motion Commissioner
Billingsley.
Billingsley, second Commissioner Bone. Any discussion on awarding this bid to Chilton Contractors? All in favor, raise your hand. All opposed? And that passed unanimously.
I think that covers it.
All right. Commissioner reports. Commissioner Billingsley.
No, sir.
Commissioner Bone.
No, sir.
Commissioner Childers.
No, sir.
Commissioner Hall.
Yes, have a resolution to advertise and fill temporary transit dispatcher and one full-time transit operator and 2 part-time transit operators.
Do I have a motion? Was that a motion?
That was a motion.
Motion, Mr.
I'll
President.
second.
Motion Commissioner Hall, second.
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 And the motion is to advertise and fill temporary transit dispatcher, full-time transit operator, and 2 part-time transit operators. Any other discussion?
Yes, the guy that's running he's a new guy now, right?
DeJarnett,
Yeah, he does know that he has, how long he's got to advertise before he can hire and all that kind of stuff.
correct,
Oh, yeah.
correct. Terry keeps
I
us
just
on
need
it.
to be sure that,
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, he's been in Terry's office a few times. All right, any other discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And that passed unanimously. Anything else, Commissioner Hall?
That's all, thank you.
Commissioner Headley?
I don't have anything.
Commissioner Perkins?
I have under me an operational maintenance agreement, but it is void now, so I'm not gonna make any motion in regards to that. I had a quick question though, for clarity,
Okay.
on the old business section, because we kind of blew through there. On the closing and removing of it?
We took that off the list to be discussed, or
Okay, that's what
Considered.
I was just making sure.
Yeah.
All right,
That was-
and that's all I need.
okay, that brings it down to me. We have a resolution to read tonight, and I hope we have some discussion amongst our commissioners who know about the simplified, seller's use tax. I'm gonna read the motion, and our resolution, and I'm gonna ask for a motion to adopt it, please. And this is from the Alabama Association of County Commissioners, that's what I call it, that's not the technical name. This is encouraging the Alabama legislature to oppose any legislative changes that would disrupt the SSUT program's operations or call the program's constitutionality into question. And it reads, whereas the Alabama Simplified Seller Use Tax, or SSUT, Remittance Act, codified at section 4023-191, Code of Alabama 1975, was enacted in 2015, establishing a process by which the state of Alabama collects use taxes from eligible sellers on behalf of Alabama customers. And whereas in South Dakota versus Wayfair, 585 U.S. 162 of 2018, the United States Supreme Court held that the state may collect taxes from sellers that have a substantial nexus in the state, even where there is no physical presence, provided that the tax does not impose an undue burden on interstate commerce. And whereas the SSUT program is designed to fall within the United States Supreme Court's guidelines and has been a model for other states across the country. And whereas the SSUT program is now under attack by a small group of mayors who have been publicly criticizing the same program that since its enactment has provided more than $4.2 billion in essential revenue to the Alabama General Fund, the Alabama Education Trust Fund, Alabama 67 governments, and Alabama's municipal governments. And whereas individual counties and municipalities have no constitutionally valid authority to compel online retailers to collect use taxes from Alabama consumers, and whereas challenges to and attacks upon the SSUT program place essential revenue at risk for all levels of government, and therefore are a threat to our state's continued growth. Now therefore be it resolved by the Chilton County Commission that the County Commission fully supports the current SSUT program as an efficient, constitutional, and operationally effective process for collecting use taxes due on behalf of Alabama consumers who utilize eligible sellers for delivery of taxable products into Alabama. Be it further resolved by the Chilton County Commission that the revenue generated by the SSUT program will continue to support essential governmental services in the county. Be it further resolved by the Chilton County Commission that the County Commission fully supports the use of population data to allocate the county portion of the revenue among our state's 67 county governments as it currently provided by law. Be it further resolved by the Chilton County Commission that the County Commission strongly opposes any legislative efforts to alter the SSUT program in any way that would disrupt its operations or call into question its constitutionality. In witness thereof, the County Commission has caused this resolution to be executed in its name and on behalf of its chair on this 26th day of August, 2025. Can I have a motion to adopt?
I'll make that motion.
Motion, Commissioner Perkins.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Billingsley. Any discussion? I'll
No.
begin the discussion.
I've watched some video that's out there, and they are, put it lightly, determined to take this money away from us. And they're gonna spend millions of dollars getting it. So we're gonna have to be on our toes, I'm thinking, straight up and down with our legislature, our senator, our representatives down there, to keep this from happening what they want to happen. Because it's a tax that's paid, I hate to even say that word, but it's paid for everybody in the state of Alabama that buys something on the internet. It's not, you go down here to Walmart and you paying on it there. It's not. If you order something on the internet, it's paid, but it's everybody, and that's what people don't understand. Everybody in the state of Alabama. So that's just my 2 cents worth of watching what they're saying on the video.
Well, this tax is collected for the whole state in one pot. Then it's divided up amongst, the state gets 50%. The other 50% is divided up 60% for the municipalities and 40% for county governments. Many of the county governments have this SSUT set aside for specific purposes. The Chilton County Commission has this SSUT set aside to make the bond payments on our courthouse. If these mayors of these 10 or 12, and maybe 12 now, but I know there was 10 at one time, larger municipalities are successful, then we will have to look at a different route to pay for our courthouse. Now, these municipalities have now, through Mayor Walt Maddox in Tuscaloosa, filed a lawsuit. This lawsuit now throws it, if they get it in front of a judge, all bets are off. This year it's a no-brainer. Nothing's gonna happen. This is an election year. None of these legislators or senators are probably gonna touch it. But it being an election year, each of us Each of you that are watching or listening, you need to tell your friends and neighbors the one question they need to ask anybody who asks them for a vote is, where do you stand on SSUT? Change or no change? And if the answer's not no change, walk away and vote for somebody else. That's my take and my 2 cents on it.
I'll comment, at the conference this past week, we had one of the top people in the nation, if not the top lawyer in the nation, that is, that brings in for litigation, that's brought in for litigation and to help governmental agencies develop programs to collect this tax. His comment was that our system is almost perfect. It's the model that the other governmental agencies, other states are looking at and using. And there's one point here, it says, let's see, it says individual counties and municipalities have no constitutionally valid authority to compel online retailers to collect use taxes from Alabama consumers. That means they're doing this voluntarily. So we have such a simplified program that these sellers, these vendors are able to take our program and incorporate it into their operational processes and collect and remit that tax to us. When a court gets a hold of it, or other lawyers get a hold of it, no offense,
I'm not on that side.
then
That's the other side.
there is no telling what might happen to this program. If these people come up with a program that they think is fair, but is not either constitutional or not workable, then we may lose this SSU tax altogether, completely, because it's not being collected, or may lose it for a period of time. So I can't tell you how important this is, although the chair recognizes that there may not be legislation on this until maybe late 26 or spring of 27. These municipalities, these larger municipalities, are campaigning right now for it. They're trying to change the hearts and minds of people and the legislature right now to do something about this SSU. And as the chair was saying, I think repetition is the milk for education. These monies are in the state. Half of them go to local governments. The 50% that the state has, the state keeps 75%, and they give the other part of their 50%, 25%, to the Education Trust Fund. So the schools are benefiting from this as well. The 50% that comes to local government, the municipalities are already getting 60% of that bucket, of that sub-bucket, if you want to say, and we're getting 40%. Now, you know, we've got a statement in here that we agree that the data should follow population. So yeah, the cities have a little bit more people in them to take care of. So the 60-40 is probably a reasonable amount, but they're going to want more and more and more of it. We think 40% is reasonable for us. So again, the campaign has started. This isn't about when this is going to happen. We probably know that, but right now the campaign has started, so we need to be spreading the word to our friends and neighbors about this, but especially, to your point, Commissioner Billingsley, to our legislative body.
Right. Well, I had a comment I wanted to briefly make. SSUT, when it originally was designed to level the playing field in support of your small businesses in the county, especially in rural Alabama, because there were so many businesses such as, well, you know, the big retailers online, and they were not paying any tax into a system, and they were allowed to sell non-taxed, where our small businesses were having to collect local sales tax. So it was designed to try to level that playing field to basically help promote buying from your small businesses in your local areas. So this tax, where it sits, helps the small businesses out in our local area. It's not just something that the municipalities, those Big Ten municipalities, are wanting to completely do away with. They just want a larger chunk of the money to where your local areas like here in Chilton County are not going to get any. So where nobody likes the word tax and nobody likes those kind of discussions, but it's extremely important that we keep this tax on places that do not represent any kind of physical buildings here, and they're selling completely online. So it levels the playing field for our local businesses here in the county. So it's very important for the citizens to take it serious and reach out to their legislatures and senators and congressmen and the like, and let them know that no changes to the SSUT tax should be done. So that's
If I misconstrued my message, I didn't mean nothing will happen this year. Very important happens this year. We elect new senators and representatives. We need to know where they stand on this. I probably didn't make myself clear. That needs to be one thing that is hit everyone who asks you for their vote. That's the question you need to ask, and I'm gonna base my vote on what their answer is, not on anything else. Now, there's another side to this. The larger municipalities, they have their way. Right now, it's 8%. They're also pushing a 10% tax option. So you'll pay 20% more, 25% more than what you're paying now if they have their way. And when this started, the municipalities didn't want any part of it. They basically backed off, and I don't know how they got the portion they got, but they were not.
Our organizations created it this way and included them because they knew it would come around.
That's right. Our commissioner organization included the municipalities, and now they're coming wanting the bigger slice of the pie, wanting all of it. So y'all keep that in mind, because this is very important to the lifeblood of the funding in Chilton County. Did we vote on? We hadn't voted on the resolution. Any other discussion? All in favor of adoption? Any opposed? And it passed unanimously.
Do we need to make a motion for you to sign that?
No, we did it.
It was part of it.
Yeah, it's part of it, yeah.
Okay.
Need a resolution to install 15-mile-an-hour speed limit signs on County Road 30 from County Road 37 to the entrance.
30 or 350?
I meant 350, I'm sorry, on County Road 350 from County Road 37 to the entrance of the pit to Little River Materials.
So moved.
Move Commissioner Bone.
Second.
Second Commissioner Hall. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? And I think it passed unanimous, and I think Heath said they do have the signs, so they will get installed. Resolution to approve Thompson tractor invoices.
I'll make that motion.
Motion Commissioner Perkins, second Commissioner Bone. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? Any abstentions? 6 for and 1
You scared?
abstention. And I will now turn the
Not
program.
yellow, just not orange.
I recognize our attorney, Ben Goldman.
Mr. Chairman, I would recommend that the commission enter into an executive session for 3 purposes. The first is to deliberate and discuss evidence or testimony presented during a public or contested case. Hearing and vote upon the outcome of the proceeding or hearing if the governmental body is acting in the capacity of a quasi-judicial body and votes upon its decision in an open meeting. Secondly, to discuss the general reputation and character, physical condition, professional competence, or mental health of individuals are subject to the limitations set out in the open meetings law, to discuss the job performance of certain public employees, and finally, to discuss with the county's attorney controversies not yet being litigated, but eminently likely to be litigated or eminently likely to be litigated if the board pursues a proposed course of action. I would anticipate that this would be approximately a 15-minute executive session, and that the commission would need to take action when it comes out of session in addition to your attorney, I would recommend that we be joined by the county administrator and the affected employee.
Okay, you've heard the recommendation, do I have a motion? Motion Commissioner Bone,
Second.
second Commissioner Perkins. All in favor, raise your hand. And it passed unanimous, or they gotta
we
be
need a
roll
roll
call,
call.
roll call,
Roll call.
I'm sorry.
Commissioner Billingsley,
Present.
Commissioner Bone,
Here.
Commissioner Childress,
Here.
Commissioner Hall,
Here.
Commissioner Headley,
Here.
Commissioner Perkins,
Here.
Commissioner Williams.
Here,